And welcome back to Subculture After Dark, listeners. Well, we've got a very, very special guest for you on the phone right now because DeVille are about to come to Australia for the very first time in their 20-year history. And we thought, you know what, we want to know a little bit more about this trip. So we thought we would get Mickey from the band on the phone to chat all about it. Welcome to the program, mate.
Thank you so much for having me.
No worries at all. Now, mate, it's hard to believe. You guys are 20 years old, and this is the first time that you're coming to Australia. How do you feel about this tour?
We're super stoked and excited, of course. It's hard to believe, actually. That's where we're going to do this tour, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah, we're super excited.
So what are you expecting from Australia? Having not been here before, what are your expectations?
Well, we've only heard good things. We've talked to some friends and acquaintances that have been doing Australia before, and we only got good vibes about going there. So our expectations are high.
Yeah,
and it's going to be fun. That's all we can say. Well, there's going to be a lot of logistics around these things as well, but it's going to be fun.
What kind of things are you hoping to do outside of your shows while you're here? Is there anything on your bucket list that you want to do while you're in Australia?
Well, it's pretty... I don't know how much time we do have, actually, because there's a lot of traveling in between the shows and stuff. We do 9 shows in 11 days. So, we've decided to take whatever time available to see the cities and just enjoy. Drinking a few beers, eating food, you know?
Definitely, and there's plenty of good Aussie beers here as well. I'm sure you know that.
Yeah, well, we've looked into it, so yeah, it's going to be fun.
So this is also the 20th anniversary of the band as well. Well, how does that make you feel?
Yes.
That's a rare feat for a band to get to these days. How does that make you feel personally that it's the 20th anniversary?
Well, it's, as you say, it's not many bands may live throughout 20 years, but, there's been developments in the band and members been swapped out and stuff, and I joined the band in November 2019, so I'm pretty fresh into it, and the bass player who's with us now, he joined last fall, actually. So October 22.
Yep.
He joined. So, but fun, of course, and it's a good band history and development throughout all the genres we've done and so forth. So it's great.
Yeah. You sadly came into the band at a time when the world was going into lockdown and the band couldn't play live shows. Was that a bit of a shock for you, not being able to get out there and do anything during that time?
Yeah, for sure. It was, all expectations went through the roof, and so we had a few gigs, and we were supposed to do this Australian tour in 2020 already, but yeah, everything was shut down, so yeah. Wasn't that fun.
Yeah.
The timing wasn't that good either, so, but who knew? But yeah, now we're on the rise again, and we see a lot more shows being booked for us and stuff, so it's fun times ahead for sure.
A lot of musicians out there are probably wondering, coming into a band with such a rich history as DeVille did, what was that like for you as a musician coming into such a well-established band?
Well, I've been listening to DeVille in the past as well before I was a member, and I kind of knew all the guys playing in the band before. So I had like an in on how to and what to do when auditioning for the band. But there's a few songs that's very intricate and just like tough to learn, and a few songs that you can just bash out immediately. But yeah, it's challenging, but most of all, it's super fun because we go through genres and different kind of vibes in the songs. It's it's a good band to play in, fun band to play in.
Yeah, and you kind of had 2 albums come out very, very quickly. Was that because of the pandemic? Did that give you guys a chance to sit down and concentrate on songwriting?
Yeah, well, we had nothing else to do. So, and I mean, during DeVille's history of writing songs for albums, it's always been on the tour bus or away playing shows, coming up with riffs in the van or wherever, basically. But now we had to do something, and so we just hammered through songs in the rehearsal space, and then we went into the studio. Pretty much all songs done as well. So we just recorded it. Otherwise, we usually have the creative process of maybe writing songs in the band, and then you finish them in the studio with new ideas and creative processes. But we went into the studio with basically a finished product this time, which was very different from how we usually do it.
That's awesome. Now, of course, having not been to Australia before, does that change what we can expect to hear from the set list? Like, will this be a set list where you go right back over the band's history to put the set list together for Australia?
Yeah, we went through the set list yesterday, actually. So we're gonna have quite a few songs from the new album, but also, of course, hits from the past as well, or hits and hits, but songs that's been spinning on Spotify and such in the past. So it's going to be a mix of all the new stuff for sure.
Yeah. Are the band aware? Are the band aware of how many fans there are here in Australia? Because I know that there's been a lot of listeners to this show who are eagerly anticipating this tour at the moment.
That's fantastic. We to be honest, we have no idea. Chris from Beats Cartel posts all these ads and stuff, and the reaction to everything is fantastic. So we're super excited and have no idea how many people actually listen to us over there. So it's going to be fun meeting everybody at the shows and stuff.
And you get a good mixture of shows too. You're playing some headline shows, but you're also playing a couple of festivals as well. Do you enjoy playing festivals? Is that something that you love as a musician?
Yeah. I enjoy playing both clubs and festivals or headlining stuff. But of course, festivals, meeting all the bands, and I mean the vibe and all the people. Of course, it's an honor and a pleasure playing festivals. Of course.
Yeah.
But we love clubs as well.
Yeah. Now, the big question, you guys at playing at those festivals, you said you like meeting bands. There's going to be a lot of Aussie bands playing at that festival.
Yeah.
Are there Aussie bands out there that you love?
My personal favorite is Astrodeath.
Yep.
I've been listening to them a lot, obviously because we were supposed to do the entire length of the tour with them 2020. With also Kadava and Nebula. So we've been chatting with these guys ever since 2020, of course. But we're trying to listening in on every other band as well. But Astrodeath for sure. For me, at least. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, your fans are probably wondering as well, what have you got planned for the rest of this year? What's going on after the Australian tour?
Yeah, we come home and then we have a week off, and then we play a festival in Croatia, and then we have a few shows throughout the summer, and then we're booking this fall actually now, trying to get as much in as possible. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, and little confirmed, but we're gonna try to fill up this year with as many shows as possible.
Yeah. No, I just pulled up your tour dates on my phone while we're doing the interview, and you guys will get a chance to have a little bit of a look around, because a few of your shows are pretty close together. So so like traveling from Adelaide to Melbourne, that's a 1 hour flight.
Yes.
Yeah, Brisbane, Gold Coast. You can drive there within an hour. So yeah, you guys are going to get a good chance to have a little bit of a look around.
Yeah, and I think we have 2 days off the Gold Coast as well. So
Yep.
Hit us up if you live there. Any listeners, we can have a good time together.
And that's one of the best places for you guys to have a couple of days off at the moment because it's winter time here, but the Gold Coast is always warm, so you'll probably enjoy that.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. So when you get out to explore cities, what do you like to do? Do you like to head out to restaurants? Are you hoping to check out some of the Australian wildlife? What are the plans?
I mean, DeVille is basically a food band, so we enjoy good drinks and good food. So that's usually what we do if we have days off or we have a few hours off on tour or wherever. We enjoy having beers and good food. So we're trying to look into maybe some brewing companies or whatever.
Yep.
Craft beer situations would be nice.
Well, you've got some great craft beer breweries here in Melbourne. While you guys are in Melbourne, there's a couple right in the CBD, so you'll be able to go and check them out pretty easily.
Oh, cool.
Awesome. Well, mate,
that's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing we are running out of time very, very quickly. So I guess to finish off, what would you like to say to all of your fans out there before they head along to these amazing shows? Is there something you'd like to say to them?
Yeah, well, please come and enjoy the night with us wherever we play and what's nearest to you guys. Hit us up after the shows and have a chat with us. And we are super excited to perform for you and have a good time.
Definitely. Well, Mickey, thank you so much for taking the time to chat to us tonight. It's been an absolute honour having you on the show, and I cannot wait to check out your show here in Melbourne.
Thank you so much, Dave. Thank you for having me and having us. And we'll see each other soon then.